Autumn is coming, guys. Hello everyone and welcome back to Scylla's Pro Cats, and today I have a very special announcement for you that I'm super excited for. You've probably heard me talking about my September TB already, and that I am going to be participating in a readathon during the month of September. Again, if you want to join us, I'll leave the link to that video in the description and up above. But I have a super exciting announcement for you guys for the month of October, which is where I will be participating once again in the yearly Trick or Treatathon. Well, it's not necessarily a horror, it's a Halloween themed readathon that I have been participating in for the past 2 years? 3 years? Is this my third or my fourth time doing it? Oh my god, time flies. It's been a while. Well, I love it. It's fantastic there. This year, however, I will actually also be one of the captains. I'm not just participating for fun and for the points and the, you know, finally reading some of those books on your shelves you have been telling yourself you will be reading for ages at this point. So, yeah. I thought I'd make this video to kind of like introduce you to what we're going to do and how you can participate and get you guys, you know, excited for the month of the spookies. Alright, so unlike most other readathons that I have participated in so far, the Trick or Treatathon is a bit more special. It was designed by Megan. I'm going to be leaving her socials down below, so you can go visit her and check her out. She's a wonderful human being. And the way that it works is basically you design a bingo board and you read books off your bingo board, and you get points for that. That's the super easy introduction. The way that it works is sign-ups start in September. So, you know, go run there after you've finished watching this. Sign-ups start in September, and since we want everyone to have a good time, right? This is not supposed to just be about those people who manage to read 24 to 25 books a month easily. Not looking at myself here. This is supposed to be a fun experience for everyone who wants to participate. So the very first thing we're going to be asking during sign-ups is how many books you think you can realistically read each month. And why do I say that this is important? Because you're not participating in this readathon on your own. You're actually going to be assigned to teams. We have 5 teams each year. I am the captain of Team Fall, so come and join us. You want to be in the fall team so bad. Ooh. And the reason we ask for books that you, or like the number of books that you think you can realistically read, is so we as captains can make sure that the teams are at least somewhat balanced, so not all of the heavy hitters are in Team Monster, for example, and not all of the people who said, well, I mean, if I read 5 books a month, I count myself lucky, are in one team. Well, for example, in Team Candy. So you will first be asked about how many books you think you can realistically read, so you don't stress out about that too much, and then you can actually choose which teams you would rather be in. So, you know, depending on how the whole book number thing works, you can actually be in the team that you wanted as your first priority. It might not work out all the time, but we assure you that we're going to make certain that you have as best of a time as possible going into this, really. After you have been assigned your teams and you have been assigned your place in the readathon, I suppose, you get access to the 40 prompts that we have, where you can choose books that fit in specific prompts or categories. Again, there's 2 captains for each team, and then there's also Megan, who is still organizing the entire thing. If you have any questions, if you have a specific book and you're not entirely sure if it fits X prompt or something, you can always ask us. We might not have all the answers all the time, because we have also not read all the books that are out there in the first place, but I'm sure that together we can figure something out about your reading list in particular. The reason we have 40 prompts is because, as I said, every single person participating in this readathon designs a so-called bingo board for them. That is 5 across and 5 down. Every single space of the bingo board is going to be assigned a number of one of those 40 prompts. So you're actually only going to be using 25 of those prompts in your bingo board. And just as with a normal bingo, if you get points for each book that you read, yes, but you also get points for each bingo that you get. Across, down, or diagonal, obviously, like as in usual bingos. You also get bonus points for finishing all 4 corners of your bingo, and you obviously get bonus points for filling out the entire thing. So if you do manage to read the 25 books from that list, you're good to go. Now, we always also try to make the prompts as fun as possible because, you know, there's a lot of different readers in our Discord server, link down below, obviously. There's a lot of different readers in our Discord server. There's people who read mostly contemporary stuff, there's people who mostly read horror and thriller, there's people who mostly read fantasy. Some people jump in between because they cannot decide for the life of them, and that's also fine. So what we always try to do is we try to have as many diverse prompts as possible so everyone can have something that they're looking forward to. For example, we do sometimes have genre-specific prompts like read a romance book. But more often than not, the prompts either have something to do with tropes that might be present in those books, they have something to do with specific character dynamics, like for example, one prompt we have is the protagonist has to be non-human. This is obviously easier fulfilled with some genres than with others, but again, you only have to choose 24 of those prompts actually, because I forgot the 25th field on your bingo board is actually a free space, so you can read whatever you want. Sorry about that. But, you know, it can be about characters, it can be about something that's on the cover or in the title actually, which again gives you a variety of books to choose from. As a few examples, as I said, we have a, read a book with a non-human protagonist. The book that I will probably be reading for that prompt is The Salt Grows Heavy by Cassandra Khaw. I got this from Steph from Coffee Over Apples. Thank you, Steph. It's so gorgeous. The only thing I know about it is that it's about a siren or a mermaid and a plague doctor traveling together. Fantastic. But there you go. The main character is a mermaid. So that counts. Perfect. Another example, as I said, is there's some sort of word in the title or something on the cover that we're looking for. An example I have for that is we have a prompt where you either need to have cobwebs on the cover or the word spider in the title, and one book that I'm probably going to be reading for this is Moonwitch Spider King by Marlon James. Spider. Perfect. So as you can see, obviously, I'm not going to tell you all the prompts that we have, so you're supposed to be signing up for our Discord and then finding out about the prompts that way. But just as an example, there's a variety of prompts that you can choose from, there's a variety of books and genres that you can choose from, and while yes, some prompts are obviously more easier to fulfill with a specific category, I'm sure that you're going to find enough books from various different genres across the board to fill out your bingo board, because again, we want you to have a nice experience. This is not just supposed to be for horror lovers or for fantasy lovers. This is supposed to be for all of us. And from the past years, I can tell you, there have been people reading books I never heard about in my entire life, and it was really interesting to see how they fit each book to the prompts that they had chosen for their bingo boards. So it's a lot of fun. Reading books is not the only way that you can gain points for your team, however, which is also great because, you know, sometimes you're just in a reading slump and you're like, well, I wanted to participate in a readathon, but it's not really working out for me because reading is not happening right now. Aside from reading books and, you know, filling up your bingo board with finished books from the prompts that you've chosen from, there's also usually events on the Discord server every once in a while. They were a lot of fun over the past years. There's Instagram challenges with specific photo prompts that you have to fulfill where you get points from. And if you only, you know, everyone reads as much as they want to. For example, if you only read 2 or 3 books that month, you can still get bonus points if you post reviews of them, for example, on whichever platform you choose, as long as you can link them back into the Google Doc where you will actually compile the books that you have finished. There's also going to be bonus points for some other specific events relating to the books. All of that can be found on the Discord server the second that the documents relaying all the information are going to be put out there. And again, if you have questions, you can ask all of our captains, you can ask Megan, you can tag us in the Discord. And since I don't believe that all of us are from the exact same timeline, there's probably going to be someone awake at some point to answer your questions. It's a lot of fun on the Discord. I really like the community that's happening over there. Should you be very unfamiliar with Discord because you haven't been on there as much, or you legitimately are making a new profile as I speak, there's also, you know, pointers as to how exactly you're supposed to be using Discord in order for you to get the full experience. So, yeah. Without further ado, without saying anything else about it, I'm really excited to be part of the Trick or Treatathon again. It was a lot of fun these past years. I'm also really excited to be a captain this year and to be a bit more responsible for what's going on in the Discord server, maybe also host some of the events that are going to be happening. And I just want to invite all of you who feel like this speaks to you guys. I just want to invite all of you over for the month of October so you can have a nice and, like, honestly, just a communal reading experience, I suppose. It's a lot of fun over there. The people are super nice. And personally, I really appreciate readathons because they actually make me pick up books that have been on my shelves for ages. And you get to do fun puzzles as to what book you could put where and how you could arrange them on the bingo board in order for you to get the most points out of it. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend it. So yes, please, if any of this sounds appealing to you, feel free to join us on the Discord server. Again, the link will be left in the description box down below. Sign-ups are going to be happening, I do believe, from the 1st of September onward. There is also going to be a timeline in the Discord server, so we've got you covered. And feel free to join us on there so we can all have fun in the spooky month of October. As always, I hope that you're having a nice reading experience and that you will continue having a nice reading experience, maybe even in the month of October where you join us for the readathon. And I will see you soon.